Okay guys, Bobby with Southern Comfort Automotive Performance. I'm over here at Town & Country Ford, as you can see in the background. They are a big dealer of ours. That's Mitchell walking away over there. But we've just done a video, and I wanted to do a quick video for my own channel as well. If you don't follow Town & Country TV, please do. Mitchell does a great job with this stuff, and Josh and the guys over here do a good job of editing the videos and putting them together so they make sense. They don't try to sell you anything. They've got a great concept, have over 70,000 followers on YouTube. They just try to give you product knowledge. So I learned a lot from these guys just from being around them. But as you can see, I've got our Raptor parked beside a Roush Raptor. I just wanted to compare the two. I get a lot of questions about this. Mitchell's done several videos on his channel about the two, so I just wanted to kind of do something for the guys that follow me. I know I don't have a ton of followers, but it's still kind of fun to do, and I kind of learn things as I go along as well. This is the first, or let me start over. This is a 2018 F150 Raptor, as you can tell. We got ours on the right, Roush's on the left. This one is the first one we've done a 4-inch lift kit on. Typically what we've done to them is what Roush has done to theirs on the left. Put bigger 18-inch wheels and tires on them versus the 17s from the factory. Just gives it a little more ride height. We would put front and rear bumpers on ours, just like you're seeing on this one that we've done. But there again, on this one, what we've done is Fabtech has just come out or just introduced to market a 4-inch lift kit for these trucks. You don't see a lot of these trucks on the road because Ford does not produce a lot of them. They're very hard for us to get. That's why their prices are in such high demand. When you see one, they're usually marked way up. I know that stinks. I don't like paying over sticker either, but it's a basic economic principle that you guys know of, supply and demand. You got a whole lot more people wanting to buy these things than the manufacturers willing to build, so the price is dictated by that. So let me just kind of go over what we've done. You guys are used to seeing our Raptor. One thing we do that I always like to point out that our competition does not do, and I really don't understand that, because if you're going to pay, you know, in some cases our competitor has a truck similar to this. It's $115,000. Got a little more stuff on it, but one thing they do is leave the front camera down, sorry, my shadow, in this slot. Well, what that does is you can see the angle that the camera is in, and it's sitting here. You can't see past this, so it basically renders it useless. One thing we do, we've made a bracket to move this camera up here, so that allows you to still use the forward facing camera when you're off-road, or in my wife's case, putting it on so she doesn't hit something. But anyway, we've also moved the sonar system that Ford puts in. This is typically down here in the factory bumper, hidden behind here, so you can't see it. What that does is allows the sonar to work, that works the adaptive cruise control and the lane changing system. Works very well, still works when we move that. Doesn't affect it or anything. One thing on our product that Roush and the other guys don't do is we follow factory warranty. 3-year 36 bumper to bumper, 5-year 60 on the powertrain. So most of the other guys are 336 and that's it. So the other thing we do is our warranty stays with the truck. It doesn't matter if a guy buys this Raptor right here and it gets sold 10 times before it gets 36,000 miles or powertrain wise 60,000 miles on it. We're going to continue to warranty that truck. Our competitors do not do that. Once that truck is sold to the first person, traded in and sold to the second person, their warranty is gone. A lot of guys don't say that, but you know, I'm here to promote our company and our product and what we do. I've been doing this for 25 years. I feel like we have one of the strongest warranties in our industry. That's why we sell the amount of trucks we do, because we stand behind our product. Not that the other guys don't, but it's just one of the little things that they do that we don't do. So enough of that. But the 4-inch kit, what it allows us to do is retain the factory shock system the way it's designed. Ford has put a lot of time, effort, and energy into this Fox system. I mean, they just don't go out and pick a shock system off the shelf and decide they're going to use it on one of these Raptors. This is their, you know, theme truck, so to speak, or whatever you want to call it, their show truck, and they're going to make sure this thing does what it's advertised to do, and it does that and then some. So All we do is put an extension on the bottom of that shock right there that you can see. Hopefully I can point to it. Where's my finger at? Right there. So that helps us get some lift. We put a new spindle on it. This is the spindle. Basically a spindle is what your wheel is attached to. It's got the brake rotor, brake caliper, all that's attached to that spindle. So we put a taller one on there. It helps us, though, that allows us to maintain the factory shock system. We put cross members in there on the front and rear that you can see down there. Hopefully I can get down there where you can see it. You can see it right there. And that's what helps us to get the height out of the truck. This one's got the Addicted Desert design front bumper on it with the 40-inch LED bar from Rigid. It's a real nice high-end bar. This one's got the Stinger across it. We offer two different kinds, one that's doesn't have the Stinger, one that does. I like this one better because it does protect it better and give it a little bit more rugged look. On the rear, we're able there again to keep the factory shocks on there. We put a bigger block in there that you see right there. That gives us the lift in the back, as well as helps us to extend that rear shock so it doesn't put a lot of stress on it. Even though they're long travel from Fox, we still don't want to put any more stress on it than needs to be. So that helps retain the angle that Ford is looking for. This one's got the rear Addicted Desert design bumper on it. So you've got the outside lights that work independent of the inside lights that work independent of the reverse lights. So these lights are all wired up, including the front one, to those switches in the top that Ford provides us with on the Raptor. These all are auxiliary switches. This one is the Roush truck. Obviously this truck's a little bit different. They have taken the Fox system off and put a totally different Fox shock system on here. That's just one of the things they do to make it different. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I know anything about this shock system, because I don't, other than it says Fox on it. And it's burnt orange instead of blue. I'm assuming this is some kind of valve system here that keeps the canister, or keeps the shock itself cooled down when it's working. Like I say, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to tell you guys I know what that is. They go with a BF Goodwrench 35-inch tire with an 18-inch wheel. I'm trying to see what that says on it. I'm sorry, I'm kind of dragging here. Oh man, BF Goodwrench All-Terrain TA KO2. Well, let me get up here and see if I can find the size on another one. Yeah, there it is, 35, 12 and a half, 20. So they're able to get a 20-inch wheel under there on this one with that new shock system. I do like this blue color. I do like the American flag on the side. That's cool looking. Something we might consider doing. They put their name on the side, obviously, but the only thing Roush has done to this truck is shock system, badging, wheels and tires. Let me get the key out. They've put headrest covers in it. And that is it. Everything else, oh, I'm sorry, they do stick a badge right here that is numbered. Pretty cool little feature. This one is 17 of 48, I'm assuming. So that means this is a 2017 truck, so this is one they've had for a little bit. Price wise, this one is $80,885 with a, before they add their stuff, a $66,385 MSRP. Ours, obviously, we've done a little bit more to it. We've got a little more stuff from the chassis. Our chassis 67,580, so a little more. Obviously, it's got one more piece of equipment on there that theirs doesn't. This package is yet to be determined. This is the first one we've built. We're still trying to price it out and everything to see what we've got in it. I'm sure it's probably going to hit in the mid-80s. Just kind of guessing where it'll be and everything. We've got 37-inch tires on it with 20-inch wheels. That is a fuel beast, and dark tint is the wheel style we've used. And then this tire is a rigid grappler from Nitto. 37, 12.5, 20, so it's a beast of a tire. I drove the truck over here. It drives great. These things got a ton of power. It's amazing what you can get out of a V6. So appreciate you guys looking. If you got any questions or comments, please leave them in the section below, and I will answer them as quick as I can. Hope everybody has a great week.